It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video. I'll be playing King of the Court during this, but I uploaded it last night. But we are gonna rank the top 5 cards at each position. Now, this will be controversial, so I do look at my small forwards the most. I feel like that's undisputed, but this probably is. This is just what I think is the best. Just remember that. Don't be trying to get angry at me. This is just what I think for the most part, so I could be, you can disagree, we can agree, we can have an argument in the comments section all we want, but this is my top 5, and I will list out some other players too who I feel are good that just got off, because there's some players that almost made the top 5. We have to make a top 5. It's really hard. I feel like this is one of the hardest tier lists I have made, and it's really, really hard. So we're going to start off at point guard. Point guard, first things first, we're going to start at Gilbert Arenas at number 8. Okay, because there is some players that did not make the list. So Gilbert, I think I spelled his name wrong or something, or it's not working. I don't know why. Why is this not working? Okay, I don't know what was wrong with that. Maybe I was spelling it wrong. I don't know. I'll rank Dyson Daniels right here, and I'll rank Donovan Mitchell. Now, Donovan Mitchell is 6'3", but he has elite defense, he has elite driving, 99 driving dunk, he has a good release, he does everything on the court for you, and it's just Donovan Mitchell cards are always good. He has 6'10" wingspan. I do like the card a lot, but he just made it off the top 5. And I like Dyson Daniels on defense. I think he's a top tier elite defender on next gen. Like, he's one of the best defensive point guards, and I feel like Gilbert Arenas is a better version of Dwayne Wade, really. So he is a really good solid point guard at number 8, but this is my top 8, so we're gonna get into the top 5, but those are the point guards I think are still really, really good, and yeah, we can talk about a little bit. But my top 5 starting off, we're gonna re-ranking Zach LaVine. This gets really hard because I feel like Zach LaVine is debatably one of the best point guards in all of my team. It gets really, really close when you look at the top. Like, cause I honestly was debating between putting him as close as number 2 and number 5, but we're gonna keep it at number 5 because this was a really, really hard thing to come to. He has elite shot creating, he has an elite right leaner, he is absolutely phenomenal. So I really do like Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, he got it. Number 4, we gotta rank Sidney Moncrief. Now, Sidney Moncrief's another guy that debatably could be at number 2 too, but I have to rank these. And I think Sidney Moncrief is an actually elite defender, one of your best elite point guards in the game. But I feel like other point guards slash at the rim more, and they have they're just overall better. So it is a tough situation personally, to really, when it comes to ranking these cards. So yeah. Number 3, we're going with Cade Cunningham. He doesn't have a leaner, but Cade Cunningham has one of the most elite shots in the game. I saw JC do a gameplay of him, and he's really, really good. His release is good. His defense is good. He offers so much on the court, and I have to rank him at number 3. Wish he had a leaner, because he could debatably be the best one, but I gotta rank him at number 3. Now, number 2, I gotta rank Devin Booker. He has a right leaner, a left leaner. He is shifty. He's really hard to stop on next gen. One of the hardest point guards to really guard in this game, especially now with juice badges. You can juice him on defense. Like, Devin Booker is still elite, and he's scary. Like, honestly, he was crazy in his list. I could have his list easily, but like I said, this is my top 5, so we're going with it. Next up at number 1, we are gonna rank Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He doesn't have a leaner, but he's absolutely phenomenal. Like when guarding, like, he is so good. His release is good. Even though I'm sometimes inconsistent today, I was greening it like crazy, but I'm getting better every single week with Shai, and I personally think these are the top 5 point guards. So we're gonna get into the top 5 shooting guards. So let's get into it. Okay, so top 5 shooting guards. This one is, like I said, a little complicated, but at number, we're gonna rank the players that didn't make the top 5. We're gonna rank Stackhouse, who didn't make it, at number 8, I think it would be, or number 7, excuse me, and Jimmy Butler at number 6. Jimmy Butler at number 7, I mean, or number 6, excuse me, and actually no, it'll be number 8, because 5, 1, 2, 3, or 5, 6, 7, 8, so it'll be 8, 7, 6, okay, and Artest at number 6. Now, I really do like Artest. I just feel like he can't shot create enough for me. I feel like someone mentioned before the 80 speed with ball. I might have jumped the gun saying it's the best, one of the best shooting guards, because I feel like I can't do anything in offense with him. Maybe it's a me issue, but I don't know. I just don't feel like he shot creates enough for me. I really do love Jimmy Butler, though. Jimmy Butler, really good defensive shooting guard in this game. Definitely worth a pickup if you get him at a good price tag. And Jerry Stackhouse has an elite shot. I really do like the card. So I think he's an elite shooting guard as well. So I don't mind him. If you go pick up Stackhouse, you got a really good shooting guard. But at number 5, this is a surprising one. I'm ranking Anthony Edwards. Now, I feel like most people playing this game have badges. It's going to take you badging him up somewhat. You're going to have to throw a couple, couple defensive badges on him. But I feel like I said, a lot of y'all bought the bundle. A lot of y'all have defensive Hall of Fame badges sitting around. Or you just have them. I mean, maybe Ron Artest would be better if you don't. But I really do like this card. This card is actually one of the most, I feel like he's underrated to these 6'4". But he slashes at the paint so good. Like today in my game, I was running through people. His release is green beans. Like he's actually very, very surprisingly really good. Anthony Edwards is one of my most underrated at him in low tier, but I think he low key is a very underrated shooting guard in my team. That's just my opinion, but yeah, you can disagree with it. I just think, in my opinion, I think he's very underrated. And I'm sorry for clicking. I keep misclicking by mistake. My apologies. But next up at number 4, ranking Paul George. Now he can't really lean like he doesn't have a lean like Anthony Edwards can lean light. He can't even lean right. But Paul George is all for defense, great release. He's actually really, really good. Like I'd rather have Paul George over Ron Artest and Jimmy Butler and Stackhouse. Like I still love Paul George today. Still an elite card to this day. Still, stats are amazing. One of the best defensive guards in the game. I really do like Paul George. Next up, we got is Eddie Jones, who just released. And this card is flying under the radar a little bit. I like this card way more than Ron Artest. That Pro 2 leaner, with his, I still don't think his jump shot's the greatest in the world, but it gets the job done. That leaner is elite. He has a good enough left leaner. Left leaner is amazing. Right leaner, you gotta learn, but once you get the right leaner down, he doesn't miss. Like, he really will hit all his open shots, play defense for you. The only thing is you wish that interior was higher, but he has elite defense. Like, he is absolutely phenomenal in this game. One of your best shooting guards of all of my team. Now, number 2 is Vince Carter. Like, I got in debates with this one, because this was tough. This was really, really tough with Vince Carter. But he has the Pro 2, good release. I can't rank Vince Carter lower than this, even for the Galaxy. He's way price tagged, but he is your second best shooting guard in the game. He is elite. He offers a lot on the court, and I'm ranking him in at number 2. And next up is Dr. J. Now, I had Dr. J lower before, but Dr. J, I suck with Dr. J. But everyone else is good with him. This card is hard to really guard against one of the best players. If you Dr. J, you are at an advantage. It's just, this card is just absolutely, it's elite in this game. It is hard to really contest it on next gen. He is so good. But that is my top 5 shooting guards. Let me know, do you agree or do you disagree? But next up, we're going into our top 5 small forwards, and we don't gotta spend much time on this, because I feel like this one is really undisputed. Now, if I'm ranking the number 6, this one doesn't really need it. I probably would put Jamie at, Jamie right here, and put right here. I would have Danny Granger at number 6, because he's really good. And I would have number 7 OG. I do like OG. I do like OG. I do like OG's card. So I think OG is really good for a diamond card. So I don't mind them personally. So that was probably my 5. You know, a 6, 7, 8. I don't dislike either of them. I think they're both really good. They just couldn't make it. But my top 5 is really starting off at Kawhi Leonard. Amazing defender. Still has one of the best guarding defensive styles. Really elite at small forward. You will like Kawhi Leonard if you get him. Really, 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 really good at small forward. Next up on the tier list, we got Pablo Banchero, which I think Pablo Banchero is really, really, like I said, is talented. I just don't believe he's better than the guy right here at number 3, Kevin Durant, at the small forward position. Because remember, this is that small forward, And I feel like Paolo's better at the 3. And I feel like KD is a better small forward than Paolo Banchero. The reason I don't even use my KD is because I play on both gens, and KD's really not that good in old gen. But KD is really good. He has a leaner. He doesn't miss. If you really get used to KD's animations, you will have so much success in this game. His animations are elite, and you will love them. Now at number 11 is a slight little change. I'm moving Tatum down to 2. Like, I had him at 1 before, but playing more and more and more and realizing more that he is not the best. He's still number 2. Like, I still love this card. He doesn't miss an open shot normally. If you can time his release, he dunks, he slashes, he does everything you need on the court. He's one of your best small forwards, power forwards in the whole game. Not power forwards, small forwards. He is so elite. Even at 6'7" as small forward, he is amazing in my team, in my humble opinion. And number 1, we got LeBron James. Especially if you get one with badges, he is your best small forward. Really release, good slashing. He does everything you need on the floor. I'm not really seeing no hurdles or no problems with the card. And we're not gonna stay on small forward tier list long, because I feel like small forward tier list was the easiest of the bunch, and I feel like this is your top 5. Now we're going into the power forward tier list. Woo woo, baby, woo woo. Okay, power forward tier list again, and it says 4 players on there. So at number 6, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Number 7, did not mean to click that, sorry. Number 7, we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and we got Kevin Garnett and Evan Mobley. This was a really hard one to list out. Really, because I love Giannis. Giannis released, a lot of people still can green it to this day. He is still really elite. You just got to be good. You got to get used to shooting that jump shot. Kareem still can make moving leaners to this day. He's an amazing card, but you know he still is elite. KG is also another elite one. Guard's really good. His jumper's a little slow, but other than that, he does everything else. He's good. Evan Mobley's also a good one too. Like, he's releases slower, but he still does his job. He has 60 ball handling, but he does his job on the court really. So even though his player mouth's a little bit skinnier, but I like him. So yeah, those would be my top of 4 that missed it, because they're all elite. Power forward. Power forward is a really hard position. I forgot to include Mutombo. I like him as well. If you like an inside with Wemby, go get a Mutombo. Mutombo and Wemby on defense will cook. I just forgot to mention that. But Mutombo is really good if you like your insides. Give him a couple shooting badges. He might be able to bang some 3s in this game. But coming in at number 5, we got Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, one of your best centers in the whole game. It's just that his center's power forward position at number 5. He will be elite for you. I would rather play him at center than power forward, but each of their own. He still offers the job done, and I still think he's really good. So yeah, that's how I'm ranking it. Oh, I just know that I forgot somebody, so we're gonna move Embiid down to number 4, and we're gonna move Hakeem to number 5. I still love Hakeem Olajuwon. His post moves are good. I don't think he's better than Joel Embiid till this day. Maybe if you get one with Hall of Fame rebound chaser, I would disagree. But I think Embiid is personally better than Hakeem. I just, after playing against them, actually I used them, and I think Embiid is just overall a better card than Hakeem. But that's just, like I said, it's debate. You know, we can debate in the chat, or comment section, but each of their own. But number 3, we got Paolo Banchero. I think Paolo Banchero, even as a diamond card, is better than almost all these pink diamond power forwards. He offers everything you need. He comes with every single badge. Good release. I think this is his best overall position. I feel like you can't really not rank him at power forward, because I feel like he offers more at the power forward position than the small forward position. And I feel like he is just such a really good card. Like, I really do like that card overall. And I wish Hakeem had a better post fit. I feel like for a guy that's supposed to be a post god, Hakeem Olajuwon should hit some better post moves. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. Next up at number 2, we got Dwight Howard. I know he's likely going to be on this center tier list. Maybe. But I probably won't put him in a center tier list. But I feel like he's more of a 4 anyway, if you're going to use him. And obviously at number 1, we're going to have Anthony Davis. But Dwight Howard is just so good. Like, I watched the gameplay of him. Release is good enough. He has almost max stats. Like, he is one of your best power forwards in the game. And Anthony Davis, they're your best power forwards in the game. I forgot to say, don't forget that Dwight Howard and AD have low pass accuracies. Right before I get into this, but Yeah, just remember that. But like I wanted to tell y'all with this, Paolo Banchero and Juiced Up Pablo is not that far away from a Anthony Davis and a Dwight Howard. I'm just saying it. A Juiced Up Banchero was better. I will stand on that, okay? I will stand on that because honestly, Paolo Banchero is that guy and I will stand on it. Go get Paolo Banchero. Don't even worry about Dwight 80. You can get a maxed out Banchero and he will play better than AD and Dwight Howard, Embiid, Hakeem, Giannis, all of them. I don't care. Heard it from me first. I'm telling y'all what to do. Don't buy AD and Dwight Howard. Okay, on to the next ones. So we got center position up next. The players that didn't make the list would be like players that didn't make the top 10 would be Miles Turner and Willis Reed. I feel like both of them are really good. I remember last time people got mad at me for Chet, but he ain't making this list. But he, you know, if we had to rank it, and maybe Akeem would make it right here, like in the center tier list. I'm not gonna include Dwight Howard in this. I forgot to include him in this list, and I don't feel like we need to. We already ranked him, so we don't got to put him in this list again. But I feel like Hakeem Olajuwon is the number 5. I'd rather have like on the court as center position. I don't know. I'd rather have Miles Turner over Hakeem, just because his release is way easier to time, personally speaking. And I would just rather have them over Hakeem Olajuwon. So at center, I'd rather have Miles Turner, Hakeem, than Willis Reed. That's how I would be ranking it. But we're going to start at number 5 again. Like, number 5 is Joel Embiid again. I feel like we're not going to explain it again. Embiid, he deserves to be number 5. I just explained it earlier. Number 4 is going to be a controversial one. Is David Robinson at number 4? And I know that he's a level 40. He's supposed to be the best because he's a Galaxy Opal. But I don't believe D-Rob is all that. I tried D-Rob. His release is very inconsistent. It doesn't time on next gen the way it does. Like Olgen, it's good. It's great. On next gen, it's just not consistent. I feel like he doesn't rebound. Like I've been hearing multiple people say the same thing to me about it. I'm not the only one. If you've been having the same issue with your D-Rob, let me know. Because I feel like D-Rob just does not play up to par to how he should play in this game. And I thought he'd be so much better than the Pink Diamond one, but I just don't see it with him. I just don't. I think there's better centers, which is crazy to say. D-Rob does not make my lineup currently on next gen. Next up we got is Jack Sigma. I'd rather have Jack Sigma. His release is way better, easier this time, easy and consistent, and you don't gotta worry about him missing. Facts. And he got his defense. He does his job on the court. I really do love Jack Sigma. And I forgot to mention with David Robinson too, is like shooting with the stick with him is so difficult. I'm just not a fan of that card. And I like Jack Sigma at number 3. At number 2, we're gonna be ranking Jaren Jackson. Now, I think Jaren Jackson is actually really good. Like I broke my hours. I was on Tidy's tier list, and he was arguing with Jaren Jackson. But the more I play with Jaren Jackson, this card is a dog, like honestly. And I'm starting to think with Pablo. Go get a juiced up Jaren Jackson and Pablo. They are dogs. They are better than most of the cards in the game as diamonds. Facts. I've seen legend Jaren Jackson's undersell. They are better than all these cards, except for number 1, obviously, is Victor Wembanyama. He's God, okay, in this game, okay? He's the owner of this freaking castle. He is a leader. He is, you know, He is. He blasts everybody. So that's just the facts. But I like Jaren Jackson. I like Jack Sigma. I don't mind D-Rob. I just don't think he's all that. So this is my top 5, and I know this is gonna cause a lot of havoc. Okay, I know people are going to legitimately get very mad at this tier list, but let me know if you agree. Do you disagree? Do you want to fight me? I mean, I don't know. Like, this tier list was a little interesting, but I like it. I feel like I like it. I got to play with more cards, and I feel like this tier list is the right way to go about it. So, yeah. I'll see y'all in the next My Team video, and give me a kick.